Hello, hello. There we go, that's a little better. Hello, everyone. I'm Overcourt95, and welcome back to the Outer Worlds. We're going to be going probably to Monarch now because we got to get all the side quest stuff done, and then the main quest and all that. So yeah, actually, I'm going to probably do him first. That way, I can get Parvati and Ellie to Monarch.
We're now in orbit above Stellar Bay, Captain.
Just tell me who it's connected to. I ain't got no bits. Alright. I'm gonna be taking Vicar. He's got better weaponry now, and I've cleaned up this for the most part. Alright. Alright, Vicar, come with me. I'm sure I'll grab about 5 to 10 other side quests before I get there even, but... But I dinged my headphones again. Why did that count as stealing? I mean, I'm not worried about it here, but...
Hey, hold on there. I gotta sign you in. Don't think I've seen you around. That means you must be new to Stellar Bay. You are new here, right? I knew it. See, I made what you'd call a logical deduction. You must have seen those UDL gunships on your way in. There's only 3 of them these days. Still, they tend to scare folk off. You may not have heard, you being new, but Stellar Bay hardly ever gets off-road traffic. Us being cut off by the board and all. Which means I never get to do this part, but I've been practicing, so here goes. On behalf of Monarch Stellar Industries, welcome to Stellar Bay, home of the freshest sal tuna and halcyon. Please state your name for the records. Aw, don't be like that. I never get to do this part. Please. Swell. There's one for the logs. I'm even gonna give you your own entry code. I'm not supposed to do that. It's against procedure, but Mr. Sanjar isn't so strict about the rules here. Besides, I got a lot of empty entries to fill. We don't get ship traffic in town. Only off-roaders who do make it out here are sublight. They got a base in Fallbrook. And thank the stars for them, or we would have run out of Rizzo's Purple Berry Crunch years ago. Oh, that'll just make Mr. Sanjar's day if you tell him. The board makes up lots of nasty stories about raptidons and cannibals and whatnot. But that's all outside our walls. Mostly. Oh, sure. They make Stellar Bay sound like a rotten place, but it's not so bad. Get a good breeze going, and the sulfur smell mostly covers up the fishy smell.
Ah, the nostalgic stench of home. Can't say I miss the day-to-day of living in Edgewater.
Anyway, Mr. Sanjar's got lots to say on that subject. Kinda goes over my head, though. Mr. Sanjar will be mighty pleased to meet you. If you see him over at headquarters, maybe you could tell him I did a bang-up job of welcoming you? Oh, and if you're headed that way, maybe you could do me a favor. I got this Rizzo's Rangers tossball poster coming in on the next sublight shipment, signed by the Black Hole himself. Only I haven't heard anything in a while. You think you could check with Celia to see if it's come in? That's Bertie Holcomb, only one of the greatest tossball hackers ever.
I wonder if he's kin. Dad had family that worked for Rizzo's. I never got to meet them.
Everyone's heard of him, even on Monarch. We still get some of the games. You've been living in a sulfur pit or something? Oh, you're real funny. Guess I don't feel so bad for missing what goes on in the rest of Stellar Bay. Thanks a bunch. Celia works for Mr. Sanjar in the MSI building next to the bar. She's always there, so you can't miss her.
We're ignoring all other side quests, and we're first getting this one done. The Find the Scholar. I will definitely be exploring this place a bit, because I'm sure there's a couple of stores, even more so than others.
Rat's Musk and Canid Eyes, right here. Hello, stranger. Can I interest you in Raptidon tongue? Or maybe some canid toenails? You look like a man who's looking for some mostly fresh animal parts? I don't know. Celia usually buys whatever I have, and Mr. Pickett seemed real interested. So I thought maybe I was onto something.
Mr. Pickett? Franklin Pickett from Edgewater?
That's him. He'd been here years, but he always talked about going back to Edgewater one day.
Sure. Mr. Pickett used to run the community center outside Edgewater. He had this grand idea to make it a museum for halcyon life. As my dad told it, Mr. Pickett was always going on about getting a manta queen for the last display. He left the Vale, gosh, years ago.
He came to Stellar Bay years ago, just before the board cut us off. Ended up stuck here. He was always real interested in our monsters. Manta queens, especially. Sure, they're real big. Hard to miss them. Well, I could send you to the same place I sent Mr. Pickett. But I haven't seen him in a few weeks. To tell true, I'm starting to get a bit worried about him.
Captain, can we look for him? I'd feel awful if somebody from home was in trouble and we didn't do nothing.
Tell you what, I'll tell you where I sent Mr. Pickett if you promise to look for him. Help him out if he's got himself in trouble. Fair deal?
Thanks, Captain.
All right then. Leave town through the southern gate, the one right here, and head past the abandoned ruins. Last Mana Queen I saw was in the wilds out that-a-ways. Could be Mr. Pickett still out there, too. Yeah, you find him yet? Like what? Oh, good. Celia hasn't come by in a few days, so I haven't sold much.
Sir, please, I need your help. Oh, thank you for stopping. Everyone acts like nothing's wrong, like my little boy isn't at risk of being eaten by some vile creature. Please, you have to help me get my little Tucker back. He ran away and is going to get himself killed. Oh, I just know a Raptidon is melting him with acid as we speak. Don't you tell me to calm down. I promised my boy I'd protect him for always. But how can I keep him safe if he's run away?
It's gonna be like a 20-year-old man.
Out into the wilderness a few days ago. I warned him about the raptidons, mantisaurs, and marauders, the toxic sulfur pools, and poisonous plants, but he didn't listen.
Oh, law, Captain. A youngster won't last long in a place like this. Please, can't we help?
Please, won't you go and find my boy? He's been pining for an adventure. Says he's tired of living cooped up behind the walls. But he doesn't understand how dangerous it is out there. I warned him. A raptidon would snap him up first chance it got. I just know one's ripped his arm off and is gnawing on his sweet little fingers. He should have listened to his mama. I promised I'd keep him safe here with me. He's been listening to those awful broadcasts that the iconoclasts put out. I begged Sanjar to put a stop to them, but did he? No! And now I just know my boy's run off to Amber Heights. That is, if a manta queen hasn't spooled out and eaten his entrails for breakfast already.
I'm sure that...
That old settlement, southwest of Stellar Bay. I don't know which is worse, the thought of my son shacking up with the nutty iconoclasts, or that he never made it. Sprats could be nesting in his rotting body alongside the road as we speak. Or maybe marauders got him, pulled all his teeth out, crushed him into their drugs and made him snort them. Oh, the things that could happen to my sweet baby. Those low-life degenerates, leading innocent boys into a life of danger. Oh, they make it sound so exciting, like it's noble to risk it all out there, fighting for the greater good.
The greater good.
Your loved ones. Not at all, I say. But still they preach their sermons of anarchy and rebellion to anyone who'll listen. If they weren't holed up in Amber Heights, I'd knock them all upside the head. Thank you. Oh, I know he'll be safe now that someone's able to fetch him home. You look for him in Amber Heights, you hear? It's down the road southwest of town. I'm sure he made it that far. I just know it. And if you find any of them iconoclasts indoctrinating my boy, you punch them in the mouths. Tell them what I think of them luring little boys away from their mamas. It's immoral.
I will make this abundantly clear. It's going to end up being a 20 or an older adult male that left of his own free will. Is not a small child. And when that happens, I'm going to laugh. Ba 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 bum ba bum ba 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 bum. Alright, we're heading for the Scholar quest.
Smells like those old Sundays when we'd unload some tuna shipments to Canada.
The trick is not to breathe through your nose. May the law have mercy on you. I won't.
I can get a lot of junk. grab all the stuff. We'll clean it out. All the junk again. Oh, yeah. Oh! Not a bad haul. That machine gun is freaking insane. Like, there's my light machine gun. That's my electric one. But for that to do fucking 960, that's a beauty. Alright.
Your death, our survival.
This is a big ass. This is big. Alright. There's a lot of abandoned stuff around here. Alright. Let me just get to the edge of this.
Feels like the old Vicks outside of Edgewater. Left it.
You alright, Vicar? Them damn beasties. Is there anything even over here? Oh, there's a hole in the wall, so there's definitely at least something. Alright, let's go up to the... I'm gonna go up to across the bridge. There's a whole nother hell area over there. I'll check this out next time. Yeah, we'll turn around. We're gonna turn around now. Alright, so we went as far as the ship. I'm gonna try and remember that for myself. Anything over here? It's hard to tell. Like, I know I'm just scrounging around for stuff and I could go do a side quest, but like, I like to explore an area and make sure I've cleaned it out of at least most of the stuff. That way, I don't feel... To Mather residence. There's actually a people? Hold on. What the hell?
A visitor? What an unexpected surprise! Please, come in. Come in.
I, for one, welcome a reprieve from our travels. That is, if you'll have us, kind sir.
That's the spirit. Now come in. Make yourselves comfortable.
I just don't feel right.
Excellent. You've arrived at just the right time. My wife is putting the finishing touches on dinner. Please, make yourself at home until it's ready.
Oh, hello there. You come for dinner? That's nice. We had someone else over a week ago or yesterday. I forget. It just gets hard to remember things. I recall moments, feelings, but the details slip.
I felt like that after my dad passed. Walked around in a haze for weeks. I'm sorry you're feeling that way, too.
Other times it's like there's fog. Sorry, have we talked about this before? That's nice of you. I usually feel better after I eat. Mama said dinner's almost ready, huh?
Something ain't right.
What a pleasant surprise. And just when I was beginning to fear we'd seen the last of good company for a spell. Yet the Eternal provides, does it not?
Only if you give yourself over to the plan, Martha. May I call you Martha?
By all means, just make yourself comfortable. Company is always a reason for cheer. And who could? Stretch out your hand and cosmic divinity reaches back. Open wide your mouth and the universe provides sustenance. Just that your presence here is a gift to us, and one that we don't take for granted. Look at me, prattling on as if this gravy is going to cook itself. Why don't you run along until we are ready for dinner?
Something ain't right.
Oh, hi there. Did you come to bring us more of those rocket candies? You know, the ones that come in a bottle with a rocket ship on the front. They don't taste very good, but they make me feel so nice. Hungry, too. That's wonderful. There was this other man who used to bring them. Not anymore, though. Mama and Papa said he came from the city. When we got sick one time, he brought those candies to make us well again. And they worked. Now we feel better than ever. Mama says they're a gift from the Eternal. He said they were making us sick. Mom and Papa got real mad at him for that. They went to have a talk with him. Afterwards, they said he wasn't coming back again. Okay, maybe I'll see you at dinner.
We wouldn't want to intrude.
I thought I'd seen the worst of humanity before.
I'm gonna be sick.
I'm killing them, aren't I? I think I just inadvertently did a side quest.
Yes, you caught me ruminating again. Guilty as charged. What's occupying your thoughts?
I don't feel bad about stealing from cannibals.
But what's this? You're tracking blood into the kitchen. Oh dear. You've been nosy, haven't you?
I smite you in the name of the law!
So many others do you suppose they killed?
Yes, these people deserved much, much worse.
What did I just speak with the what now? Alright, that's not what we're doing though. We're doing... Alright, we're gonna clean up. We're gonna take everything out of this house. I inadvertently found a side quest without meaning to. Now let's clean out this place of anything useful. They were giving me a real bad feeling the whole time. That's a transition to the wilderness. Is there anything else? Nothing there. Nothing there. There's nothing else up here. Alright. Let's go through this upper door and just see if there's anything worth looking at. Could be something on the balcony. Yeah, if they didn't give real uncomfortable vibes, I don't know what will. I mean, for the love of God, there were raptidons right outside your house. Why wouldn't you just eat them? Even if you ate them raw, I could kind of live with it, you know? I'm not saying that the man that was giving him the fucking rocket candy was a good man or anything like that. You killed the motherfucker. Oh, excuse me. Wow. Alright. What? Ah, that's such a cop-out. I was just intrigued by the mausoleum up here. Oh! Alright, let's... it's like it's a whole graveyard. That was an interesting thing to get. Alright. Did I poke my head in here? No, I didn't. Is this room like a little, just slightly extra dark? You know? On a side note, oh god. Start working my way that away. We'll take the road, because hopefully it'll be on the road again. Oh, I just can't wait to get on the road again.
Don't mess with us.
Alright, yeah, the road will keep carrying me the right way. I'll just keep walking it then. I could cut across, but that'll probably also increase creature. I could maybe cut right here. I'd rather just keep fighting the marauders and killing them. Motherfucker! I don't want to go in those, do I? So we're not going to go in them. This is very much turning into my gun of choice. If I'm right, this is... I was hoping I'd get something interesting from the alpha, you know? What kind of shot did I do? He took off its head, its limbs. Alright. I see this can be open, and then there's like a side path I'm gonna go take. Why? Because there's a freaking thing right there. I can actually sell some of this junk I pick up and get back some of my money. Now, what in the world? This opens. That's sealed. I probably will get something later. I'll bet you there's something there. I just want to see what's up this way. I'm finding things. I'm probably jumping ahead on a quest again.
You're a deft hand with a mag pick.
Alright, let's see what else we got around here. Can I do anything with this? So I gotta get a key, probably. So I'll be able to come back here later. I got a feeling. Alrighty. Don't get stuck. But I can fast travel here now and save myself the walking time. I just got an achievement for selling so much stuff. I have 2. Ooh. That's better than that one, so get rid of that. I have a sneak +7 if I really need it. Oh, hold on. That's better than my armor just straight up. Which means I can give Parvati my old armor. And then Vicar Max, her old armor. And everybody gets an upgrade. Helmet, lowest helmet is 26. So alright. Tech skills plus 5 and a helmet. That's what I'm looking at first. Kind of want to keep that one. It's actually not bad. I'll hold on to that for now. I can get rid of probably all the melees. I'm not gonna get rid of dinner time because I'm keeping that because I'm crazy, crazy in love. That uses heavy. I'm not gonna get rid of both of them. Alright. Keep following the road. I cleared out that, right? Yeah. Hold on, my battery got low.
Attention now! Everyone all right?
Alright, I definitely gotta get a better electric gun again. Alright, where was I? I want you out. Actually, where's that heavy one? There we go. Put that in. Because I have 2 light guns and a heavy weaponry. Then if we need to, I can pull the energy gun again. 257, 276, it's better. But I could upgrade that a lot. There's a lot around here, I betcha. That I'm probably going to miss, not intentionally. This is one of those games where I'm going to try and collect everything and find out I only collected like 17%. I see that. So this is for the kid. Yeah, so we'll do it. We'll get that on the way back. Unless what happens to be right here in the camp. Jeez, it's already almost been an hour and I've done all of nothing but run around the wasteland killing things and grabbing shit. But to be fair, that's what this game is. Okay, which way do I need to go here? It's 6-1, really. I could actually loop this way, get there, and come back the other way. Yeah, let's do that.
I'm just saying, if we did need to dispose of a body, this would be a good spot for it.
I don't got much use for sulfur in my own work. Keep it in.
Incoming!
Oh my lord.
That's the last of them.
Yeah, we need more of these. I can work with that. If they don't attack me, I don't bother them. The wilds can stay the wilds. I'm just following the little path here.
Have your back now.
I just couldn't aim that. We'll do that in just a second. I don't think that'll hit my my companions on this one. Alright, let's get everything up to 40. How's what I was doing, right? Ah. You know I'm looking for all the goodies, so... Alright. Here's where I'm going. This is a big, big place. There's actually 3 cities in this area. Oh no, so much side questing! I'm sure you were supposed to like fly through the first parts like that I didn't.
Trouble checking in? Or you might need directions to the amenities? If you're locked out of your cabin, a replacement key costs 50 bits. No reservation? No problem. Day trippers are always welcome in our saloon. Straight back and to the right. If you hit the falls, you've gone too far. Check in with Ms. Malin. She'll set you straight. I am here to anticipate and facilitate your needs, patron. You're looking for Ms. Malin. On an errand for the boss lady? Oh, that sounds ominous. Yeah. Ms. Malin won't like that a whit. She's not but just down the way. A 10 to 1 says she's either pouring drinks or skinning a sprat in the saloon. Word to the wise. Ms. Malin don't take kindly to interlopers. When I said sprat, I didn't mean the sort with whiskers and a tail. Guess it's true. Fallbrook really is the best-kept secret in all of Monarch, excepting the Borst Factory's secret ingredient. We're a leisurely stopover for the more adventurous spacefaring traveler. Understand? Swell. We like quick-on-the-draw types like you. Saloon is straight back and to the right. Once you're feeling sated, you're welcome to a private cabin. Only $250 a night. Ms. Malin can let you one if you're interested. She's the one who runs this racket.
Oh, well, this is certainly a town, I think.
We're not worried about Miss Malin just yet. Although conveniently I found...
Seen Arthur today?
This is Reginald's stuff, all right, but it looks like he's not home. Let's search the room. Try to figure out where he's gone.
I can't believe I'm still stuck in this law-forsaken town, but at least I think I may have finally found a spot with promise down the tunnel on the riverbank outside of town. Produced 1 nugget and 2 teeth. I wonder if I can find a dentist who'd pay something for the teeth.
Sounds like Cheney's gone gold panning down the river. I guess even scholars need to find ways to make ends meet in exile.
There we go. But now I can fast travel. So even if I get quests, I have a couple spots now I can fast travel to make it easier. What? Alright, I went the wrong way, I guess. Sorry. Where am I going? Oh, must loop around.
Hey, Kent.
Knock, knock.
Go away, White.
Always imagine Falbert would be...
Oh gosh, this is so pretty.
What do you want? Oh, hey, Vicar Max. What are you doing on Monarch? I thought scienticians ain't welcome here.
Haven't you heard? Everyone's welcome here. It's a fucking worker's paradise. But you wouldn't know anything about that, would you? Never worked a day in your miserable life. You're just a parasite, living off my goodwill. Well, guess what? My goodwill's exhausted, along with my temper. This is the guy who told me about the book while we were in prison. I lied about finding a scholar. But I don't care about any of that anymore. I just want to inflict massive amounts of pain on this guy. Oh, he knew. Didn't you? Didn't you?
Okay, I admit it. I was tired of your high and mighty speechifying all the time. It was just a joke, I swear. I didn't mean nothing by it.
See, Captain? I've dealt with this swine before. I know how he thinks. Now, where were we? Oh, that's right. I was about to beat you. Severely.
Wait! I know who can translate the book for you.
It's too late for that. I threw away my life chasing fairy tales. Will punishing you fix any of that? Of course not. But by law, it will make me feel a whole lot better. Okay. Talk, Reggie.
It was stolen from some sort of expert on philosophism. Weird hermit lady on Scylla. My father used to deliver supplies to the mining outpost there. It's true. My father collected some extra bits on the side by diverting some of the supplies to the gal. The way he told it, he thought the book looked valuable, so he took it. Couldn't find any buyers when it turned out to not only be French, but banned as well.
Fine. We've got more important things to do anyway.
Hey, I just want to thank you for saving my life. Exaggeration? Has the vicar told you what he did to old Lem? He's still eating through a tube, last I heard.
Look, what I may or may not have done to some degenerate during a prison brawl is old news. I'd rather not discuss it. I want to thank you for talking some sense into me back there with Cheney. It has been a long time since I gave in to my violent enthusiasm. You're right. I owe you an apology. I've been so obsessed for so long, I couldn't see anything else. You offered me a place on your crew, friendship, and I used you to get to Cheney. And even then, you saved me from myself. I don't know if I could live with myself had I gone through with it. You owe me nothing, I know, but I'm begging your forgiveness. Thank you. I promise I'll be nothing but truthful from this point forward. All exactly as you'd imagine. Can't say I enjoyed the stint. It did provide me with plenty of time to think. The way I see it, the universe was snapping me back to where I needed to be. You stray too far from the course of your destiny, the world will try to correct for it.
Alright. So there's nothing I can do for this until I go to the next place. So now we... No, that's not what I'm looking for. Alright, yes, I know there's more stuff I can do here. I'm going back to Amber Road. I was going to go the other route. I was going to actually walk it, but whatever. Let's save a little bit of time. I'm already at an hour. I need to get a little bit more done. Let's find the kid, or, as I suspect, a fully grown adult male that decided to move. I'm getting warm. Oh.
Well, hello, and welcome to the home of the Iconoclasts. I'm Rose. Please, take a pamphlet. In it, you'll find everything you need to know about Graham, his philosophist truths, and the Iconoclast way. He wrote it himself, you know. Oh no, I'm so sorry. I keep forgetting we're out of pamphlets. Gosh, blast it. Why, we're the only free people in Halcyon. No corporations, no shackles, no problems. We make our own living here. Some of us hunt. Some of us scavenge the ruins left by the corporations when they abandoned us. You're welcome to stay with us, so long as you can earn your keep. The new boy! Yes, he's quite clever. He took to our teachings very quickly. Last I saw him, he was headed into one of the buildings up the hill. May the eternal truth guide you.
Seems like a nice little town. Except for all the dead critters.
Damn philosophists.
All I'm saying is it ain't worth it. It's gonna taste like sulfur all the same.
Yep.
Looks like I'm not the only new face around here. What do I call you, stranger? Welcome to Amber Heights, Captain. Call me Tucker. You here to join the Iconoclasts? Help us free this world? I am not a little boy. Haven't been one for decades, no matter what my mama wishes. I take it she's still looking for me? I hope she'd accept my decision. According to her, stepping foot outside of the house in broad daylight is too dangerous. My entire life, she crammed a fear of danger down my throat. Don't go play with friends. Mantisaurs will tear your arms off. Don't leave the city. Raptidons will spit acid on your face. Marauders can violate you. You'd fall in a sulfur pool.
I was
I've
right.
stuck around way too long, ruled by her fears. I'm 42 years old, but she still sees me as a little boy in need of her protection. I won't stand for it, I tell you.
No, hold on. Can I get my skill high enough? I might be able to. Give me 1 second. I don't. I just want to see if I can. Alright, so we're trying to get my speech up.
Well, help in it. Oh! I'm so sorry. It's a habit, I suppose. Ever since the corporations left, it's been hard to... Freedom! No corp... You...
Seems like a nice little town. But for all the dead critters.
All I'm saying is it ain't worth it.
Philosophists.
Excuse me.
Looks... You... Don't go... She doesn't want to see me as anything other than her baby boy. Why would I go back again? What'll be different this time? You're right. I can do this. I just need to stand my ground and make her see she can't control me anymore. No one can.
Alright, so now what do I do for this one? Obviously, there's a lot more to find and discover on this one. There's a whole chunk of this stuff I haven't even looked at. But we're going to bounce back to here. We're going to get the side quest done. And then we're going to try and get Parvati's as well done, her companion quest, because I can't do anyone for Max, so I want to shoot back, get Ellie. Well, this one isn't a bad one for Max because it's against with like this Philosophists, and I'm sure there'd be interesting reactions, but...
Oh, Captain, you did it! My little boy is back, safe and sound.
Mama, I told you that I'm not staying.
Oh, we'll get that silliness sorted out. I did, didn't I? Suppose I can't... Here, kind stranger. This is every bit I've scrimped and scraped for years to save.
Don't worry about me, Captain. Mama and I'll work this out.
Borrowing your workbench. First, repair all equipped. Next, modify. I am definitely using that. That makes it a whisper. I don't have anything else. I need to get some more stuff for that. This way. And I gotta go after that one. Let's go this way first then, because there should be one here. Then I just gotta find the other one, it looks like.
Help! Someone's been killed! I think I'm gonna be sick. I clean the apartments while everyone's at work. I've seen all sorts of messes, but this... If you're going into the apartments, do not go into the lower one on the right. That's where the body is. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to go contemplate a hot shower.
Oh, sorry. Just spooked me, was all.
What a gruesome way to die.
The betting list lists some increasingly bold wagers made for a team called Mostly Colonists. It's from left field. I'm taking the goodies. The man's dead. Savage. I'm doing an extra side quest. Oh, I got this one. I can kind of do it whenever I want. All right.
Whoa, by the stars, my poor heart. I just about pissed my jumpsuit. Most people don't. Besides, this place is enough to try anyone's nerves. Only every day. But in case you haven't noticed, we don't exactly get ships on a regular basis, yours notwithstanding. And even if I did scrape together enough to buy passage out with sublight, which would mean reaching Fallbrook without getting eaten, shot, or dissolved into green goop, what then? Nothing. That's what. Because MSI is not in what you'd call good standing with the board. So even if I could get out of here, no one's gonna hire me. Even talking about it has my blood pressure up. I've really gotta stop.
That was a real popular meal 10, 20 years back, before the board tucked tail and ran. These days, everybody's had a belly full of salt tuna. They all want borscht. And the mushrooms, well, not many venture out of town, what with the monsters hereabouts. I can whip one up for you, but it'll cost. Here's a menu.
Oh, yikes. I can't cover this much, Captain.
Sure, just let me know. Where should I begin? With the oversized mantisaurs? Or perhaps the rats spewing...
You're right, I'm
acid
getting
out of
3,000
walls?
bits. I thought I'm gonna get
Board
intimidated
was
up.
right. This place isn't fit for human habitation. Sanjar, of course. He had all these glorious ideas about... It all sounds wonderful, until you realize it's only a few centimeters. I could do with a few kilometers of cold vac. Lucky.
Alright. If you don't think I'm getting that frickin' 3,000, you don't know me well enough at all. I have some shit to sell. And I'm sure I have plenty of alcohol. Or just other crap that I don't need. Mock apple, yes. 7. Boom. All of it gone. Yes. We're getting there. We're getting there. I'm going to keep one set of tobacco because I think I can actually give that to people, so... Alright. Now let's go through this stuff. On a side note, let's get my boy back up and running here. Alright, I don't have anything higher than that, right? Do I have more things that give tech skills? Yeah, I have that, so we'll get rid of the...
I see you stuck around. If you got the bits, you got it. I got all the ingredients. Should only take about an hour in the oven. There we are. Now, if you don't mind, I really need to take a leak.
My belly's gurgling just to smell it, Mr. Raymond. Thank you so much.
A pleasure to help such a charming young lady.
Oh, gosh. My tongue dropping just smelling that casserole.
You knew I was gonna do it. I'm a softie. Oh, I gotta go all the way over there. Okay, so that'll take me a little bit. Is there any other side quest ones I can do?
Could I get another advance, Mr. Nandi?
Just make sure it's properly logged.
I'll note it next to the others, sir. Greetings, and welcome to Monarch Stellar Industries, producers and purveyors of the finest salt tuna in Halcyon. What can I do for you today?
Or is he not paying you on account of how he tried to fix the thing his own self and busted it even worse, and then said you wasn't fixing it fast enough, so he's docking your wages again? Not that I got any prior experience with such.
Not at all. Mr. Nandi treats us all right and pays us well. I just spent most of my paycheck on Raptidon acid. Laws, no. Sometimes it's canid teeth, or mantis worm wings. Whatever Sebastian has in stock, really. So I can talk to him, of course. He doesn't get going about much else.
I reckon she's got a little bit of a squish on this fella.
Sort of the strong, silent type. Unfortunately, my apartment's kind of filling up with his stuff. And some of the neighbors are complaining about the smell. Would you? I'd appreciate that so much. Maybe don't tell him I wanted you to ask. Just that you met this really nice lady named Celia, and she seemed... Oh, Mr. Nandi's doing that thing where he breathes through his nose real slowly. I'd better get back to work. He doesn't talk much, but he's got this quiet intensity, you know? Like there's stuff going on inside his head that you have no idea about. Plus, he's got great legs. It's hard to find a man who doesn't skimp on lower body exercises. Sorry, sometimes I get carried away. Have you talked to Sebastian yet? What did he say? You know, sending you is the first bright idea I've seen from that man, because I told him to stop bothering me about it a week ago. I still don't know anything about it, but if you want to help him, Velma's the one to ask. She's in the warehouse. But I'll warn you, Grimm wore her patience thin a long time ago.
Well, new business turns up at last. Celia, didn't I tell you our new statistics-based advertising model would be a hit?
That you did, sir.
How can yield improvements of 26.7% not quicken the pulse? How can 32% cost savings not moisten the loins?
I have questions!
I've often posed these very questions.
Clear my schedule. This newcomer has a meeting with me. Celia, will you make a note of that for my self-review? Very generous.
Noted.
But not so generous I can't drive a good bargain. Now, who sent you? Rizzo's, perhaps? Or Auntie Cleo herself? What a charming notion. One doesn't meet many free spirits in Halcyon. Not outside Tartarus prison, anyway. Forgive me, I'd be positively enraptured. Only, I take it this means you aren't here for Saltuna. Now, there's no need to humor me. I'm used to this particular letdown.
Seems like you're having a rough time, Mr. Sanjar. Are you doing quite all right?
Oh, don't worry on my account. This is merely the latest in a long line of professional erotic and athletic disappointments. Now, I had hoped that livening up our advertisements with enticing figures would draw the other corporations back to our bosom, but it seems we're back to the drawing board. surviving alone isn't as easy as it looks. Thanks to the so-called hazard clause, Monarch has been cut off from the board's resources and protection for 10 years now. Now, we've kept ourselves in business by trading with individual corporations, but given the off-the-books nature of those transactions, such arrangements are precarious.
You talk like Graham.
Freedom always sounds nice, doesn't it? It makes a rather pretty slogan. But if you sit down and tally up the costs, how you provide for yourself in the absence of aid, how you protect yourself from a hostile galaxy, it starts to lose its shine.
Exactly. Intellectualism fuels the train to mankind's future, but the tracks the train runs on are forged from practicality.
Mr. Vicar, I don't want to be rude, but I don't think that means anything.
Yes, it's as though the good vicar has plucked the very words from my brain.
Well, Mr. Nandi here has a rather ingenious plan to get MSI restored to the board.
On our terms, mind you.
But will that help the people here, Mr. Sanjar? Keep them fed and safe?
That's precisely what I'm trying to do.
And if our advertising scheme hasn't borne fruit, then perhaps it's time we took matters into our own hands.
It's true, our Celia is an alarmingly competent middle manager. At any other company, she'd be wasted in data entry. The plan she refers to is a two-pronged approach, and the first part involves seeing Stellar Bay properly defended.
And a Mantisaur problem, and a Marauder problem.
Many, many problems, but they can all be solved with a Bolt 52 cartridge. If you can get us what we need to rejoin the board, starting the Bolt 52, we'll be able to become one of the most productive and secure cities in Halcyon.
And you'll have a powerful ally on the board.
Interesting.
Why, one of the strongest defenses in Halcyon. An extremely powerful ordnance. I'll need to gather some supplemental materials, but I mustn't get ahead of myself.
You do tend to do that.
The Bolt 52 will be in the old arms building southwest of town, which used to be part of Stellar Bay before we had to move our walls in. And these days, it's overrun with marauders and raptidons. Do be careful. I've lost more than a few people to marauders and raptidons out there. Oh, and while you're at it, there should be a terminal in the arms building with some dangerous information. Perhaps you could delete it so it doesn't fall into the wrong hands. What can I do for you? I see. And was his delivery of the MSI authorized greeting up to snuff? Well, that's excellent. I'll see that your feedback makes it into his review. What else can I do for you? Hiram? Why, he's probably still out at Devil's Peak. Not that he's had the courtesy to notify me, at any rate.
Oh, boy.
You'd head south along the road and look for a mountain to the west. Not that I'd advise it. It's a terribly dangerous trek. But if you insist on going, I'd recommend taking a local guide. Nyoka would be a prime candidate.
If you can keep her sober.
Alright.
My dad taught me some French, you know? Stuff about omelets and, fromage. I could take a look at that journal.
By all means. I would be astounded, yet astronomically in your debt.
Oh, yeah, there's nothing at all about eggs and cheese in here. Sorry.
Very helpful. Thank you.
About the same.
Velma seem out of sorts to you?
She's always cranky.
No, I mean more than usual.
Wouldn't know. I made it a point to stay out of her way.
Look, you can tell Catherine the new shipment will be ready when it's ready, all right? She's welcome to come up here and pack boxes herself if she's in such a hurry. Sorry. Seems I got my cables crossed. Thought you were another shakedown tough from Fallbrook. Hope you can forgive my temper. This job has been running me ragged lately. First, my autoloader foreman stages a walkout, and now my chief pescatological health manager is missing. Caleb Herrick runs the autoloader operators. He thinks I don't pay them enough for flipping switches and turning dials.
So the job's easy, but you're not doing it? Something smells here. I mean, everything smells in here, but something's fishy. Wait.
He and his whole crew walked out. Say they won't come back unless I pay them more. You mind slapping him around a little while you're at it? I'm joking. Mostly. Unless you can do it without hurting his job performance. If you can find a way to get him back to work, I'll make it worth your while. Check the yacht club. He's usually there. That he's got his load on and I'm stuck covering his shift? That's... Wow. I sure feel like an ass now. Yeah, I wouldn't wish that on Catherine herself. Still, it's good to know what happened to him. And that I ought to start looking for a replacement. Something else on your mind? This again? I swear, this is the last time I contract for any special requests. You can tell Grimm his poster came in. You can also tell him I got a better offer for it. So now it's going to Nell. That about cover it? No. I paid Sublight for it. So it's mine. And when Nell pays me for it, it'll be hers. Grimm may have asked for the poster, but it's not his until I take his money. She runs the betting parlor across the way. Nice professional lady.
There is so much
She asked
bullshit.
me about the poster once. Just once. Made a real generous offer, too. Damn right it is. It's staying locked up in my office until Nell shows with her money. Sure can. If you want to pay me more than Nell's offering. Fair enough. The damn thing's been a headache anyway. Take the poster then. And if I never hear another word about it, it'll be too soon. Sublight boss out of Fallbrook. Handles most goods that come in or out of Stellar Bay. Has a mouth like a ground six spacer. Unless you're here to tell me he's agreed to do his job again, I've got nothing to say. I don't have the bits for it, plain and simple. Besides, if I make an exception for him, I gotta do the same for everyone.
She's principled, in at least this area. I will begrudgingly give her that.
So many side quests.
I think. If Caleb wants to keep this job, he'd better get back to it. I'm about ready to hire Sublight contractors at this rate. For running me ragged while he takes an extended leave at the bar? Not on your life. Fine by me.
Alright, poster. Side quests, and then we do main quests. I'm also going to drop off the vicar.
Have you had time to check on that poster yet? I keep wondering if it's come in. Sorry, I just get so excited, and I always feel like I miss everything that happens in town while I'm up here. Would you look at that? The Rizzo's logo is nice and bright, and you can still smell the ink on Mr. Holcomb's signature. I can't thank you enough. Still, you can have the bits I was going to spend at the bar this week. And you know what? Take my old tossball blocker, too. Never get the chance to use it these days.
Alright, into the ship for a minute. Trade out. Empty out some of my stuff that I'm not getting rid of. Maybe pull some stuff that I will get rid of? I don't know. Where am I at time-wise? Alright, I got a little bit more side questing to do, and then call it a night.
Where are we headed today, Captain? The stars are the limit.
Sometimes I wonder about Mr. Hawthorne. What was he like? Why'd he make the computer a talkie? You think he got lonely, flying about on his own?
Alright. Let me get rid of all this stuff that isn't... I'm only keeping the stuff like that. Actually, those are pretty good. I might keep those, because that's engineering is better than any other engineering thing I have.
Make yourself at home, Captain.
By verity, by strength. What are we contemplating today?
Alright. I'm grabbing Ellie. Let's go. We have side questing to do. No, 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 no! God damn it, I held the square button too long and it... Da 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 da. Sorry, sorry, sorry. Come on, feel the noise. Okay. Come on, feel the noise. Ugh.
New face, huh? You from off-world? A ship captain? Well, I'll be. Here, let me buy you a drink. Consider it an MSI welcome. Why don't you grab a chair, sit a spell and revel with us?
By the smell, he's been reveling enough for you both already.
Me and my friends have taken our destiny into our own hands. We're untethered, free of responsibility and worldly cares. Well, as long as we don't run out of bits. But until the windfall's gone, we're riding high. See, we just walked out on our work. Had enough, we did. So now we're striking. It ain't any one thing but the sum of it all, having to work longer shifts for less bits. And the wages we do earn don't cover as much as they used to. Our supervisor, Velma, goes on and on about quarterly profits and meeting quotas. But that ain't what Sanjar promised us. Velma refuses to negotiate, so we're refusing to work. We won't go back until she agrees to pay us fair and proper. Us on Monarch, we're free from the board, you know? We have the right to lobby for better hours and pay. Sure thing. What did you want to discuss?
Hold on.
Nope. I'm calling her bluff. If she wants to threaten us, we'll see how she likes it when Sanjar finds out she gave Sublight even more dominion in Stellar Bay. If I knew that, I'd have tried it. Talking reasonably got me nowhere. Maybe you'll fare better. The others wanted to blackmail her, but we're above that. Besides, them are just rumors. We got no proof they're true. I would never endorse such an untoward tactic, you know, but, well, there's rumors that Velma's taking a cut off the profits. So far, it's just gossip, you know, but if there was any proof to be had, it'd be in the Saltuna warehouse, I reckon.
Sounds like rat in here.
Oh, it does work. I bought some musk from Sebastian.
Let's get rid of a bunch of these guns. I kind of want to grab that, but we won't risk it for now. I gotta Oops, my god. So, stealth, okay. I'm going about this the wrong way. Thought I had something, or did I get rid of it? I'm an idiot. Yes, I am. That I should be able to do something about. Hold on. Do I have anything that helps with my skills? Oh, I'm close.
Miss Ellie, Dr. Fenhope, I noticed your pistol's been making a funny noise.
What are you talking about? I oil it every night.
Well, look here. Your slide's not recoiling fully. You might be due for a new spring. I could take a look, maybe fix it for you.
Sure. I'm short on bits at the moment, but I'll pay you back.
Oh, no. I mean, it don't cost nothing. I got a spare spring in my pocket here, even.
Everything's got a price.
Let me check something. Nope, that doesn't help that. I'm so stupid close. Alright, I might have to come back to this. Yeah, I'm gonna come back to this for now. Actually, hold on. I wonder.
Ooh, you're the new face. Wow, you must be up on all the latest tossball games. So who do you follow? Wait, don't tell me. You look like a Hammersmith Thunder fan. No, Glacial H Mammoths. Aren't they just? When I get to worrying about the marauders outside, the raptidons chewing at the walls, I just turn my transceiver up to drown it all out. Most of the time it's static on account of the frequency being clogged up, but sometimes it's tossball. So, what can I do for you? Graham's always filling the airwaves with this propaganda, like it's done him any good. All it means is the tossball games get to us in fragments. Makes them real hard to watch. Poor Isaac. I was wondering why I hadn't seen him in a few days. I'd really like to help. Isaac was a sweet fellow, even if he did have terrible teeth. Right. So the thing with Isaac is he didn't know where to stop. He'd get stuck on something, and he just couldn't let it go. Sometimes he'd drink purpleberry punch by the liter. Other times he'd keep betting on a losing team. Started owing the wrong people money. I don't know for sure, but I saw Elijah and his buddies pushing Isaac around. They're hooligans from Fallbrook. They sweep into town, drop supplies off behind the warehouse, and spend the rest of their stay getting rowdy over tossball games. They usually loiter in the alley behind the yacht club. They're not allowed in the bar anymore. I bet you anything Isaac ran into trouble with one of them. Mr. Sanjar will be pleased to hear about it when you're done. I know he gets fed up with the Fallbrook bullies, but there's not much he can do.
take real good care of your pistol, Dr. Fentanyl. I oughta. Kept me alive this long. I mean, you treat it nice. Makes me happy to see, because I feel the same way about my wrench.
Look, it's a tool that does a job. Feelings got nothing to do with it.
Who the fuck are you? This ain't your alley.
Hey, what are you doing here? This is our secret alley. Berta already pissed by those crates to market. Listen, that purple-toothed twerp had it coming. Not that anyone has proof. And not that it's any of your business.
Got the chopper!
Anyone else?
I was hoping I could intimidate, but I didn't have enough. It's your secret alley. I'm taking all your shit. A man died because he bet wrong.
You should know you're getting excellent reviews from across the company. What can I do for you? But that's terrible. What happened? But that means we won't be able to log their testimonies. If there's one thing I've been hoping to re-establish in Stellar Bay, it's proper documentation for legal matters. Always a shame when tempers get the better of good sense. Still, your intervention in the matter is much appreciated. Please consider this payment for your services.
Oh, alright. Where am I going now? Alright, so I got that. That's not far. But I'd rather walk. Ah! There's a dock. Got it! Alright, we're almost at the end of the day here. Oh yeah, we actually are. I'm gonna finish this depositing of the note thing, and then we'll call it there, and we'll find some more quests and maybe work on the main storyline. I just really do enjoy doing side quest stuff because I like to try and get my guy over equipped and overpowered before I take on main story. That way, I'm even more powerful. No, but seriously, it's just the kind of strategy I always use for RPGs. I think you've seen that before, where I try to do, like, me blasting through stuff just annoys me.
You seen Arthur today?
Uh-huh. You blind, fella? Or can you not see I'm busy? Why is it every sissy pig fucker who strolls into my town expects me to smile and shout awful friendly? Welcome to Fallbrook. Only nugget of paradise in this entire law-forsaken land. Like a void damn advert.
I'll bet she's a hoot at parties.
Truthfully spoken, I do aim to properly represent my aforementioned nugget of paradise. You know, I ain't heard that one before. Suppose I'll have to work harder to show you just what makes our town shine. But first, I'll need to know what brings you, stranger. Well, I'm half listening. Good of you to finally haul your ass over here. I wired for backup weeks ago. Got something that's gonna require special extraction from Cascadia. Found it on a corpse, huh? If you killed Lilia's agent, you get to explain it to her, not me. Well, shit. I knew he'd come to a bad end one day. Still, no time for weeping and wailing. We've got a metric fuck-ton of bits worth of salvage just waiting for extraction. So you got a brain on them shoulders. Excellent. Makes my life a world easier. To extract the gas, you'll need to siphon it from the lab in Cascadia into one of your ship's fuel tanks. Totally safe. Do I look like one of them egghead science types? All I know is that labs use it to create plants and livestock out of local species. But it's a controlled commodity, available only to the board, so it is of high value on the dark market. Meaning safe for me and my crew, seeing as it ain't us undertaking the risk. I do like your gumption, but let's not be hasty. To get to the gas, you'll need to navigate through the town, which is overrun by marauders. The lab itself has become an infested nest, crawling with manatees. You gotta fight through, or figure out some other way to exterminate them. Maybe the ventilation system?
I'm a doctor, not a vet. But what's the worst that could happen?
I shall leave the details to you. Now, after you clear the manatee nest and reach the storage room, all that's left is to get the gas flowing into the fuel system. The task will require someone with technical skills. Or you could force it through with a plasma overload. Don't recommend that option, though, unless you want to get dead.
Load vapors into a liquid propellant tank? I think I know how to do that. No, I can do that. I think. Yes. Mostly? Definitely.
Dandy. Did I mention the gas is of an extremely volatile nature? Handle it with the utmost of care. Once you've got our goods, take them to the groundbreaker. Lilia's fencers ought to handle the rest of it. I've marked the coordinates for you to the lab in Cascadia. On the terminal, use the passcode you got from Stellar Bay to get in. But before you make your run, I could use a heavy helping hand regarding a local issue. For a fine fee, of course. Good. This particular matter of opportunity has been eating at me for a while now. There's a Borst factory on up the way, run by a man who calls himself the King. Clive Lundberg, insufferable prick. That aside, it's a business ripe for the plucking. I want it. Clear as that. Stars, I hope so. Clive Lundberg, the self-proclaimed Borst King of Monarch, is swimming in profit and drowning in his ego. He's making the only meal to be had this side of Monarch, and I'm tired of ponying up for my dinner. I want that Borst factory, owner dead or alive. And you're the soon-to-be handsomely paid son of a bitch who's gonna get it for me. Kill him, run him out. I don't rightly care for the details, so long as Clive knows resistance to me is costly and futile. Hit him where it hurts, in his gut, or his production lines ought to make do. Then I'd say you might care to poison the cysty pigs, doctor a few financial records, or throw a wrench in the canning machinery. Sometimes the simplest solution is the sweetest. I don't give a whit about the method or the means, just the end. It'll be more than good when you're finished. Maybe not for Clive, but for me and you, I'm sure. Oh, and if you don't fancy going in guns blazing or crawling through a sewer pipe, see Duncan in the dry goods and sundry building. He ought to have an employee ID in that stash of illicit goods he keeps for select clientele. May luck be with you.
All right.
There's a woman who knows what she wants. I like her. You know how they're so cool, crusty outside, but warm and squishy inside? I'm pretty sure she's crust all the way through.
You ain't wrong.
My dry goods come 75% guaranteed mold-free. Was that 75% mold-free? No rubbernecking. Make a buy or move on. Not so fast. The biometric IDs are special goods, only on offer to special clients. You cotton? She needs it for a job? Well, why didn't you say so? Reckoned you asked her where to best procure one, and she obligingly pointed you my way. Give me a jiffy to break. I mean, calibrate the ID. This goes like that. Nope, not quite right. A bit to the left, mayhaps. That'll do it. For a C&P factory line worker, she sure is a beauty. Careful. I'm trusting you to guard this specialty good with your life. I mean it. Lose the ID and you don't get another. Also, you'll be off my list of unwholesome customers. Will that be all, or do you require something to say, scratch your itch?
All right. Alright, we're going to end it here for this time. So thank you very much for watching. Hope you liked it. If you want to leave me a like, comment, or subscribe, please do. Otherwise, I'll see you all next time. I'm going to save real quick, and we'll see you then. You guys have a good night and good morning, wherever you